All right, all right, all right, all right. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. This is Forrest out in St. Louis. Had an absolutely wonderful day today. I got up this morning and everything is chiming off here. Let me turn off my other devices. Of course, because I'm using StreamYard, I get to syndicate to multiple different platforms all at one time, YouTube and Periscope and all of those places out there. So I'm going to do a quick weekly recap. And the reason I'm doing this, and I'm probably going to do it every Sunday from now on, is just do a recap of the week. And one, hopefully it'll show some encouragement, because I'm just a guy just like anybody else. Have a system in place, set some goals, didn't quite reach the numbers I wanted to. However, still had some outstanding results, which of course is the whole point of showing up and prospecting and reaching out. So it's very, very cool there. Also wanted to go over a couple of things. I read this really cool post that Ray Higdon put up today that I thought was really cool. And oh, by the way, got some real exciting news. This Tuesday, I get to be interviewed by the awesome Ray Higdon. I'm so excited, looking forward to just him putting me in the hot seat and grilling me. That's going to be so much fun. Just absolutely can't wait for that. Matter of fact, let me pull this up here. Let me edit this really quick. I'm going to jump on here, and today is actually day 13. And hit save and hit scroll. There we go. There we go. Day 13 of the Prospecting Blitz Challenge, 200 a day. So the cool thing about setting goals, if you're like me, you'll set a goal, and my goal is to stretch, to sort of see how I need to adjust my day in relationship to the goal and what I got accomplished, which is cool. So typically I knew in the past, I pushed my goal to a certain number, and I know my average on prospecting every day is somewhere right in the 85 a day. So this last week, I actually pushed it to where my average is 126, because I set the goal of reaching out to 200. So in doing that, in setting a high goal, it gives you an opportunity to really look at your day. When you're doing your daily method of operation, my Mondays just sort of suck for really getting anything done busy-wise. Tuesdays aren't bad, and you work through the week. Then, of course, things come up. Today, I got to hang out with my wife. We worked in the basement, in the garage, working on that as part of our overall house project. We have a house that was built in 1933 and just needs a lot of love. Got most of the upstairs is just about done. Got a bathroom across the hallway we're finishing up. Got a basement that we're knocking out. We've got a few touch-ups in the kitchen that we need to get done. And then, of course, we can move outside and get the outside all beautified. So what are the things? One, I'm looking forward to the interview on Tuesday. It's going to be so much fun. I look forward to that. Just want a huge thank you to Ray for giving me that platform just to come in and grill me and share that and talk about prospecting and customer gathering, which I'm going to go over and do a quick recap. So this week for me, I set a goal of doing 200. We're on day 13, which means I would have had 1,400 up through today. I made it to 888, cool number. Hit 888 asks. I sent out 12 presentations, which of course is cool. Had one person say no, yay! And I added 43 customers and completed 582 follow-ups. Of course, I have a Google Doc spreadsheet that I track all that stuff on, so I know. And if you're not tracking and measuring what you're doing, then you're probably not going to know where you're going. So I know on the average, based on a work week like I just had, I can do 100 average. That's an average 126 asks a day. Now, does that mean I do that every day? Because the days are a little bit different depending on what's going on. So very, very important that you track and measure everything you do so you know where you're going to be. And I can go back and look at all my daily tabs to sort of see. And if I want to do a 90-day average, I can go back and look at my 90-day average to see what my 90-day average is. So a couple of things. One, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Forrest Knight. I'm a social media marketing strategist. I love helping people succeed online. I love pushing. I love working as a coach, and I love pushing people to limits and help setting goals and doing all that kind of crazy stuff. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and create some legacy. So, said all that to say this. I read this post that Ray put up today, and it was 3 reasons people fail in home business. And I like these. 1, realistic expectations. They are told to just believe that it's easy to build a successful business, that their first sign of adversity, they shrivel and quit. So it's very, very important we as leaders don't set expectations that are unrealistic. When we're jumping out there and we're throwing out stuff and we think it's like, oh yeah, this is going to be motivational, and hey, you got to enroll 12 people in your first month, and you got to get 2 people on your first day, and you got to do all this stuff, and the person's sitting there and their brain's going like, how do I enroll 12 people? How do I, so they don't give you a system and teach you how to do that. So unrealistic expectations. So we've got to be very careful. Although we think it's motivational and inspirational to sit down and say, yeah, I enrolled 452 people. In other words, I don't expect anybody that's inexperienced to be able to enroll 43 people in a week in business. That's me. I'm a freaking recruiting. I shouldn't say recruiting. I'm a prospecting beast. And I've gotten very good at figuring out who my target audience is. That takes time. The expectation is time. For the brand new person, what you need to do is, speaking of time, is pick out a time every day, 45 minutes. 45 minutes is the time I recommend. Pick out 45 minutes in your day, and it can be 3 15-minute sandwiches, whatever it is. Pick out 45 minutes, sit down, get your script, prospect, 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 prospect. And if you know where to prospect, pick out a group, pick out a page. I've trained on this before. We'll probably talk about it going through the week. But you need to know where to prospect, and you do that over and 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 over. You got to keep going. It's not going to happen in 3 days. It's not going to happen in a month. It's not going to happen in 6 months. I've been doing this a long time. Matter of fact, this is my 1-year anniversary with the company I'm with now, but I started prospecting way before that. I worked out the edges. I got a coach a year ago, actually a year ago this next month. I got in a coaching program that really sharpened my metal, really sharpened my saw, really gave me some insight on the things I really need to focus on. And as a result, that's why I get those results. So if you're brand new, you're going, what? You're not going to get those results. Not unless you're some super influential, attracting person. You smile at people and go, ching, like the Tinkerbell person on Disney, and go, ching, and they go like, sign up, right? If you're that person, high fives, because I'm not, right? So more props to you. Number 2, they don't take it seriously as it's not a big investment. It's super cheap comparatively to any other type of business. Instead of treating like $1 million business, they treat it like it's a few $100s expense. Imagine starting a network marketing business and you had to spend $1 million. You're going to work 24 hours, 7 days a week, right? But there's a very low barrier to entry. So somebody says, yeah, I'm going to spend $100. If it doesn't work, I'll see what it does. If you're starting a network marketing business with that attitude, just keep your $100. Just keep it. Because if you're going into attitude with, I'm just going to see what happens, that's not the attitude. Now, I'll rephrase that, I'll paraphrase that a little bit. I actually do it to see what happens because I want to build a muscle, right? I set the goal of 200 a day because I want to see what happens. I want to know what results I'm going to do. I want to know how I can adjust my daily method of operation to make sure that's going to work. Yeah, I said that really fast. You might have to rewind that and catch up a little bit. But the whole point of sometimes setting goals is so that you know where you're going. But if you're coming in and it's, I just want to see what happens, I'm not really too invested in this, I'm going to reach out to 10 people, and if one of them says yes, I'll keep going. Or if they all, that's unrealistic. Reaching out to 10 people and expecting them to sign up isn't going to happen. Now, again, if you're super influential and your mom and your brothers and sisters all love you, great. If my family, just my immediate relative blood family, all enrolled in my business, I'd be a billionaire tomorrow. But guess how many have enrolled in my business? 0. So, and I've got a couple, I take that back. A couple of them are customers, but none of them are business partners. So in all seriousness, that would be, hey, Glow, hey, HR Main, thanks for swinging by. So, and number 3, they seek acceptance, approval, or agreement from friends and family members. If you want what the masses have, ooh, here it is, low lifestyle, no money in a savings or retirement, then just try to get approval from everyone around you. Why take their advice from someone that does not have the lifestyle that you desire? Know that you do not need approval to go after and accomplish your goals. You do not need approval from your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother. You need approval from here. You need to have a mindset that you're going to go out and conquer the freaking world, that you're going to kick butt and take names, that you're going to put a message of hope in people's inbox and say, There's somebody out there that I need to impact that has an empty refrigerator, that needs some hope, that needs uplifting, that needs some money, that needs to get out of debt, that needs a lifestyle, that just may be sick and tired of being sick and tired. So when you start thinking like that and stop worrying about what everybody else is thinking, especially the broke people, look at where you're at. And I love this saying. I love this saying. You are the sum total of all the actions and decisions that you've made to this day, and the circle of 6 to 10 people that you hang around with. So if you don't like your lifestyle right now, then you probably need to go find some people to hang out with. Make a decision like I did to go get in a coaching program and up level your accountability. I've got an accountability team right now that's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. I love these guys because you come in and see how we push, to see how we talk, to see how we move, and then have the conversations. One of my accountability partners, Doc Gardner, she just got interviewed by our CEO yesterday on a freaking live, which absolutely awesome. And to see where her business has grown is unbelievable, where she was from a year ago or from when we first met back in February. So to be able to see that is absolutely amazing. To see our accountability partner, Nifa, she came in today and she basically called BS on herself. She's like, you know what? I'm tired of doing this. I'm going to step up. I'm going to play harder. I'm going to take away the excuses, because she's ready to play big. And it's all because she made the decision to plug into a group of people that are helping her, that are pushing her, that are moving her and motivating her. So that's all an internal decision. If you're going to buy out and sell out to the broke people, then you're going to stay broke. So who are you selling out to? Who are you buying out to? How are you tracking? How are you measuring? How are you showing up? Those are all questions that you're the only person in your life that's going to be able to answer. That is, what is your why going to be? And everybody's, oh, your why has to make you cry. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. My why right now is just like crazy, stupid big. And it's very deal. And it helps me really, really focus on who I want to talk to and how I want to motivate them and how I reach out to people and say, okay, what do I need to do next? I reached out to Amy and Joe and got a little bit of insight on how they're talking to people and how they're bringing people and how they're going through the enrollment process, because they're doing really well. And I wanted to be able to do the same thing. So I took what they taught and put it in my bucket and started doing the same thing. And bam, it freaking worked. So there's a reason to have people around you that are moving and shaking, because you can mentor with them. You can get advice from them. You can see where they're going, and you can tweak your methods, and you can tweak your approaches, and you can tweak your conversations so you can move. So I'm going to end out with this. If you have not gone to Rank Makers Live, if you have not enrolled in Rank Makers Live, if you don't have a ticket to Rank Makers Live, go to Rank Makers Live right now and get a freaking ticket. It's absolutely going to change your life. It's a great way to add on to what your current business is doing. If you've got a great upline, you've got a great leadership, take what you can learn in Rank Makers Live, put those two together, and your business will explode. I know mine did. I'm so grateful and so thankful that I have two ways that I can get mentorship, 2 ways that I can get leadership from, 2 buckets that I can plug into and grow my business, because I want to impact thousands and thousands and thousands of people's lives. So again, that's me. I probably just freaked some people out. Like, man, I just want to make $400. We're going to make $400. If that's what you're here for, then go do it, right? I'm not here for that. I'm here for some big freaking cheese. And I know the big cheese, when I get the big cheese, it means I've helped a lot of people like you that want to make $400, right? So I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Go out and make some extreme impacts. Yeah, impacts, lots of them. Get enrolled in Rank Makers Live. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. I just said peace out, didn't I? Why did I say that? I hate it when I say that.